Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel, and today it's another episode of my viewers, subscribers, mastery replays, as every other Sunday. Today we're gonna watch the medium tanks. First one is the Comet, driven by my clanmate Kirill Zlatev, and he's gonna have a pretty nice game. I don't know if I was talking about the Comet already. Of course, I review it. If you want to see the review of this tank, simply check my British tank reviews and you will find it there. It's pretty old. Maybe I will do another one. If you have any just questions, or if you want to see a review of some tank, just add a comment and I will try to make a review for you. Let's get back to the game. So Kirill is driven the Comet, and the Comet is a really good tank, and I really appreciate the tank because of the gun depression. It has 12 degrees of gun depression, which makes the turret very bouncy, and especially now, many people that haven't prepared themselves for the new British lights are still grinding this tank, because I see them in many games for the last couple of days. So that means that maybe you will get something useful from it. I hope, at least. So the Comet is basically a medium tank when you can just ram people like my amigo will do here. It's pretty nice rammer. Also, it has nice gun depression, and when you're using full gun depression, your turret's gonna bounce a lot of shells, even from TDs. So it's great, but don't take it as a granted. You simply need to poke out, try to play a little pick-a-boom, because you have pretty nice mobility with a good gun. Maybe the penetration wise isn't the best gun, but still it's a good gun, and it's not hard to hit the targets even from far away. So as you can see, it's 3 against 3, and my amigo is trying to save his hit points. He's on almost 900 hit points, and as you can see, he still has to deal with the light, medium and heavy tank on the enemy team. That means more or less, if they all hit him once, he's dead meat. So he's trying to preserve some of the hit points, and it's really useful to preserve your hit points till the end of the battle, because if you get into sticky situation when you have to deal with multiple enemies, you may not have a support from your team. Maybe they will be dead. So it's really important to have some hit points so you can take some shots and still win the game. And as you can see, my amigo here is sticking his nose as close to the E5 as possible, because as I told you, the turret is quite bouncy, so that means he's able to get some bounces. And it's 2 against 2. There's a nasty IS which can basically two-shot him, and he's pretty healthy. And the other one is SP1C. SP1C is not a big deal, to be honest, for the Comet, as long as he's not really focusing you. But now it's 2 against 1, so the situation isn't looking really great. Thankfully, my amigo was able to deal with the IS before he reloaded. That means he just needs to deal with this SP1C. Thankfully, SP1C is not a really skilled player. That means he can just poke and just finish him off, maybe with a little tap. So 3,751 damage dealt, 5 kills. Of course, he gets a nice tanker, top gun, high caliber, Radley Walters, and a steel wall in a Comet. Really great game. Nice base XP. And the second one is Kirito Self BTSP from Voy1 clan, and he's driving nothing different than the M4FL10, and this is the first tank that appeared with the auto reloading system in the game, in Blitz of course. And it's really a nice tank. You don't have armor, but you have a nice gun with very short reloads. As you can see, to reload one shell you just need 3.1 seconds, which is really great. And you can clip out very fast and deal massive damage. And you will see this here in this game. So if you have this tank, just based on your mobility and based on your burst damage, don't try to be in the front line, because you will basically get panned every single time. Maybe you can try to get some troll bounce on your front plate or on the turret, but yeah, not really. It's not really gonna happen. Maybe against some light tanks, maybe mediums, then yeah. But as long as you are a bottom tier or a heavies in front of you, you won't stand a chance. So my amigo here is trying to get some more damage on this T-34-2, but T-34-2 has a really nasty gun, and if he gets hit, just basically he will lose around 400 hit points, which isn't really great. But now he can just sit behind this T-32, which is, I don't know what he was thinking of, or he was just giving up from the beginning, because seems like he's there from the beginning of the game. But well, they are pushing, and they're pushing hard, and thankfully VK45 wasn't looking his way. That means he can just roll around, reload, and he will just go around, and they will just simply clear him. So that means that only 4 enemies left, and he's pushing quite aggressively. Probably I wouldn't push so aggressively, especially when you still have like 4 tanks around you. But as you can see, they are not really paying attention to the FL10, and that's great for Kirito here, because as I told you, it's a very easy to pan tank. So that means you don't want to get focused. He's trying to reload all clip to get the max burst damage. The reload time of the every single shell isn't really long, so that means you can just wait just a bit and punish the enemies with 3 shells against like trying to put 1 or 2. Now he's trying to get some cover from the Emil. Emil has a really nice 15 degrees gun depression, but I have no idea what he was doing here. But still, that means my amigo can get some free shells, free shots, and that's the end of this game. So great game for Kirito with 3053 damage, 3 kills, Ace Tanker, and some Brothers in Arms, because they cleared many tanks together with his teammate and teammate, yeah. And the last game is from Lucky Mr. Vodka from Dude 5 Clan, and he's driving the T-22 Medium that he won in 1 crate, which is great. If you haven't seen this episode yet, that's one of the tank chats when you can get there and go there and just check the story behind it. But let's stick to the game. The team decided to push city. Looking at them, as you can see, the lineups of the teams, they're making a quite good decision. But that means that T-22 has to work the city. Of course, this tank is capable of just poking out, getting some side bounces, because the armor is pretty trollish, and he has the mobility to go around the battlefield. But still, it would do way better on the hills, because he can hide his hole and show his turret, and the turret is really bouncy in this tank. So it would be better for him if he was on the hills. But On the other hand, he had no other way just to follow the team and just support the team, because when you go alone on the flank, sometimes it pays off, but that's not the case in most games. You simply need to, it's better for you and better for the team if you follow the team and if you're trying to support the team. And that's what the Mr. Vodka is doing here. He has the mobility, mouse has nothing on him. Unfortunately, he hit the gun on the E75, I guess, because I have no other no other thought where that shall go. He has nice RNG, as you can see. He was able to pan this mouse, and now it's 5 against 4, and this E50M is not really doing a great job over there. Of course, he's trying to angle as you can see, the T-22 Medium doesn't have great penetration. Even with heat, he was kind of struggling to penetrate the lower plate, but it's 4 against 4. Now situation looks quite good for my Amigos team, but that's gonna change. He's already sitting on 4K. They're winning 4 against 3. That means that it should be an easy win, but you will see in a moment that the situation is gonna change drastically and very, very fast. So, well, let's be patient. Let's be patient and watch the game. Here's the waffle. Here's the nasty shot from the waffle. That means that my amigo can now HE this waffle to death. He has way better reload time than this waffle, and this waffle will struggle to penetrate his turret. That means that he can just try to stay close and just finish him off with HE, which he does. And now it's 2 against 1. And now it's 1 against 1. That means he's against the Chieftain, and the Chieftain is a really good tank when you play it properly. In city, Chieftain isn't really great because the lower plate is pretty weak, but if you use it hold down, it's the best way to use it because you hide your weaknesses. The biggest weakness of this tank is the lower plate, but he's trying to angle it there. I don't think it's gonna work well for the Chieftain, but still my amigo here has, like, Chieftain can basically 2-shot him if he gets nice rolls, and my amigo has to deal with a lot more hit points, and he, as you can see, he has the dead gunner, so that means he's not able to shoot very accurately at longer range, so he's just basically waiting till his repair kit will restore and he can try to do something with the gun, because with that gun it's pretty much obvious that you're not gonna hit where you're aiming at, especially that's the Russian tank with not the best accuracy, and he will just wait up. He has the time. As you can see, there's over 2 minutes on the clock. He's sitting on over 6k damage, and this game will end up with massive damage, way more than you can see here. So that means now he can push Chieftain, bounce him, retract him basically. But that means that my amigo only has to deal like 2 shots to this Chieftain, and he will reload faster than the Chieftain. So that means if he doesn't miss, and he doesn't, that will lead him to victory with over 7k damage. So he has 7,170 damage with 3 kills. Of course, he gets a nice tanker, he gets a high caliber, and massive base XP, almost 1.7k. So that's basically all, boys and girls, for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can find the link to my Discord and my Facebook page in the description below. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefields.